What's up? Okay, I'm back. I was trying something out, but I was trying something new out, trying to figure it out, but it doesn't work. I mean, not that I was just trying to do cameras out, but I was trying to see how the chat would work and how, and trying to do it in a different way. But the new way that YouTube has it set up is perfect for doing live videos. So. Hey, I want to encourage you guys. I just thought of this. If you haven't, if you're on, you're on merch and stuff, and you're doing this, what tier are you guys on? If you could let me know what tier you guys are on, because I would really like to know. And I want to tell you a few things that have helped me, just to learn merch and go about and actually get a lot of tools to help me out. And one of those is when I was on the 100 tier, I decided to start Merch University. And one, because there was hardly any information out there. And another one, I didn't know a lot of people doing merch. And so I just wanted to find people who were willing to join, who were willing to talk merch daily. And pretty much Merch University is 24/7. I mean, Merch University is live 24/7. I mean, people are on there like crazy. And so which is good. It's a great community because if you're up at 4 a.m. and you want to chat or whatever, people are willing to go on there and just talk about whatever. So that's a good thing about it. And then another good thing is the videos. I like doing the videos and stuff. But one thing about having your own channel is that you learn so much, and it kind of causes you to research so much. It actually, I don't know if I'd be doing merch as much as I am right now if I never had Merch University. If I didn't have Merch University and I didn't have the Merch YouTube channel or anything, I don't know if I'd be putting as much time as I am. I mean, I don't know if I would or not. And the only reason which is I'm glad I have it, because it has caused me to seek out and just to absorb like every information there is about merch, and to take it in and analyze it myself, and just to figure things out. And it causes me to connect with great people in merch who are doing great. And so that's one thing. Another benefit of having your own channel is that you meet all these other people who have channels. They know you have a channel, they know you have videos, and like all the other people that you're probably a member of their group, I probably, more than likely, I know them, or I've met them, or I've talked to them. One of the people I really know, or one of the groups I really know, is Merch Minds, Glenn and Young. Actually, I know them from. We were a part of this group, or I'm still a part of this group, and I think they are also. What's called the Greene Room, and it's a resellers group. And we met there, and they have these meetups every year, and you hear me talk about it all the time. And when we meet in Austin, and so I've met Glenn and Young, a lot of times. This was even before merch, and so when they joined merch, it's just another addition to the merch community, and it was great, because I've been on their show a couple times, and so it's not a big deal for me just to go in there and talk to Glenn and Young and stuff. So it's like an added benefit. And then the other people on merch, I've just reached out to myself, when they said, hey, we've heard of you. We're part of your group. We're part of your channel and stuff. And so I would encourage you guys to start your own group, whatever that may be. If you start your own group, and I would hope you would tell me, I want to join your group and I want to help you build your group, whatever that may be. Are you a part of, here's two groups. Are you a part of Merch Today? And are you a part of Merch Challenge? If you are, I've been telling these guys, Nate and Andrew, to start these groups for probably 2 years now, and probably a year now. And they never did it. And finally, they started doing it probably 4 or 5 months ago. And now their groups are just growing. I think they have like 400 or 500 people maybe in their groups. And so, and you can see that they're growing also just by having these groups. anyways, that is like a big thing. And then I'm trying to get them to start YouTube channels. I know they're busy and stuff, but I'm trying to get them to start their own YouTube and do videos and stuff. And eventually they'll do it because they're going to start to grow. So if you've ever heard of Merch Today, if you're not a part of Merch Today, go join their group. Go join Nate's group. If you're not a part of Merch Challenge, go join Andrew's group. I talk to these guys daily, and I help them, share stuff, start stuff all the time. So if you're willing, if you want to grow, start your own group. And you know what? I really only think there are probably groups that I know of. There's probably only 20 or less. So like there is like this, having a merch Facebook group is not saturated at all. So I highly encourage that. You can. I actually helped Nate come up with Merch Today. I was like, hey, call your group Merch Today, and he's like, oh yeah, that sounds cool. And so just something random. It could be whatever you're involved in. You can start your own group. But here's one thing that I want to talk about. If you saw my post from the other day, I talked about Merch Informer and how I think Neil put up the T-shirt Academy probably 3 months ago. Because in that video, he kind of talks about 4th of July stuff. Anyways, three or 4 months ago when he put it up, I saw it, but I never joined it. I never watched it. And it's probably about 4 hours long. He has like 4 or 5 different videos. And I did this week I decided to go through it. And it's a great course. And at the very end, he shows you how to not only does he show you how to research and how he does all of his research. I mean, he takes you step by step. He leads you by the hand. But not only does he do that, but at the very end, he shows you how to find a designer on Upwork and how to like get a designer and actually find a great designer and stuff. And it is actually I actually have a designer already, but I was like, man, I'm going to try his method and get another designer and see what I could do. And actually went through Upwork. I redid how I did it was way different than how he did it. And I followed every step the way he did it. And then I found this awesome. I've actually found 2 designers, and I had him do some like. If you watch his video, he has them do like test designs. Is really test out their design skill level. And so I found one, and I really didn't like the way she did designs, but I really liked her. She was more of like an illustrator. And so what I did, I was like, hey, instead of making me design as T-shirt designs, I just want some graphics. Can you illustrate these graphics for me? So I'm actually waiting to hear back from her to get these graphics back. But this guy that I got graphics from, T-shirt designs from, man, they are amazing designs. And so, and you could and they're cheap, you pay, $3 to $4 for these designs. And so I have him he did 3 designs for me and I really liked. So I did a bunch of research and I sent him 30 designs. And so today he actually sent back, I think 10 designs. And so, man, they're amazing designs. And just so I actually already uploaded all of those today. And I just can't wait till he gives me back the other ones. And so I'm actually doing some, which is great because I had a designer and I was having her make me designs, but this guy just takes it to another level of designing and just, stuff that, maybe I could do, but I would need to learn it and take the time. And right now, I think for me, it's going to work a lot better because I can do all the research and then I could just send it to him. And I'm following Neil's success, like plan, the way he does his stuff and how he does it. And then I follow what he does, and then I send it over there too. And also, I only upload to Etsy, so I can't use a third-party designer. Huh. Okay. I didn't know. Yeah, I wasn't for sure about Etsy. Okay. All right. So that's mainly like what I want to talk about is that find you a designer. Upload to merch. It'll help you out in the end. Especially if you're designing your own, if you already know how to design, then yeah, go for it. That's great. But if you don't know how to design and you're designing your own, I don't know. For me, I mean, from what I've learned over the past couple of years, I can design okay, but I think his designs take it to another level where I'm going to see a lot more, profit in with merch and just overall, and these other platforms that I'm getting into. But now that I'm at the 6K tier, I kind of want to just focus on merch and get all these shirts up. I'm really close to hitting 3,000 designs live, and I have I want to upload to 6,000 if I can, and if I can tier up again before Q4, that'd be even great. But if I can have 6,000 designs live, man, that will be 5,000 more designs than I had last year. And so we'll see what happens. And so Lord Ahab, make sure you don't upload other people's designs on Etsy, as that is a no-go there. Oh, okay. What's up, Reseller Spotlight? What's going on, and what are you guys doing today? Y'all been uploading, y'all been researching. What have y'all been up to? What else has been going on? Lord Ahab, do you have your own designer, or what? What's going on? Do you guys have your own designer? Let me know. What do you guys do for research? Do you guys use Merch Informer also? Have y'all been through the Merch Academy? I mean, do you have Merch Informer? If you have Merch Informer and you haven't been through the T-shirt Academy, I don't care how experienced you are or how long you've been on merch, it's worth watching. I mean, even from the beginning when he's just talking about how he found out about merch. He was showing some examples, and he was using, Neil was using his fiance's account or his wife's account. And he was showing how she has, I don't know, like this year made 41,000 already. Man, it was amazing. I was like, wow, just from this method. And actually it's something that really popped out what Neil's talked about in the Merch Informer Designer. He's like, don't just think of, I want to make $1,000 a month. He's like, yeah, that's good and all, but he was like, this platform you should be reaching for 50,000 a month. He's like, he was saying this is so possible on Merch by Amazon. And so I know if you're at the smaller tiers, if you're at the 10 tier, the 25 tier, the 100 tier, that might seem like really far off, and it probably is, but you have to think long term with Merch by Amazon. It's your business. It's a business, and it's a growing business, and it's going to take time to get there. And merch kind of provides that structure for you. Even though like now, like some people, they could sell like 1 or 2 designs on the 10 tier and be bumped to the 25 tier. Sell like 2 more shirts and be bumped to the 100 tier. And some people people are tiering up like really fast. So which is good and bad. I think the good is you have more opportunity to put the slots out there, and you also have the bad thing about it is you're not learning all the processes. You're not learning everything. There's so much stuff that goes on Merch University where you shouldn't have to ask that question. You shouldn't have to ask if you could put copyright or trademarked material on merch. You shouldn't have to ask that. You should already know that you shouldn't. And actually, all of the designs that I see, there's so many designs that people want to show on Merch University. I have control over every post pretty much. And, for one, I don't want other people to put their designs on there, because I don't want other people taking those ideas, or even the niche ideas, even if the design's not good. I don't want other people taking that from them. So I make sure to keep it off of there. So if you're trying to put your designs on Merch University and it's getting deleted, I'm deleting it, because you need to kind of keep that private. You don't need to share that with the world and stuff. But I'm just saying, like, some of these designs, they're great ideas, but they, if they had a better designer, they might do way more. They might sell way more shirts than they are with that current design. So, and I'm seeing it from a lot of the new people, and actually a lot of new people are wanting to put up all this trademark stuff. And I'm just like, hey, some stuff when they talk about trademarks, I'll let it go through just so people can say, hey, you need to go back and really read the Amazon terms of service and stuff. So let's see here. Lord Ahab says, I use GIMP and Inkscape. I don't do research really. Just started in May. Been selling vintage junk on Etsy before. Awesome. You can probably find a lot of niches with all the junk that you sell, all the different categories. There's probably a lot of great ideas in there. And, I get some ideas. What shows I watch? I watch Storage Wars and I watch American Pickers. And like, I'll see the stuff that they look for. And I'm like, hey, I'm going to research that idea, because they're showing some old stuff on there. So, hey, don't worry about doing that. You can learn a lot of ideas off of home decor, because pretty much all that stuff they find for is like home decor anyways. Nothing much. I just making designs today. It's what I'm thinking, long-term investment. Your designs are yours forever. I found a pixel by pixel copy of one of my shirts on merch. The brand name had a lot of shirts listed, so I don't know if they had a designer and they ripped off my design or what. I did turn them in and got it taken out. Yeah, if someone takes your design and puts it on merch by Amazon, you can easily get that taken down. Now, if it's on I know, and I had some designs that were on Teespring, and I was able to get them taken down. But I noticed one time that one of my designs got put on like 35 websites, and I don't know. I had never even heard of these websites before. And you know what? I really didn't even bother by it because it wasn't like they weren't like top 5 designs. They were like T whatever. There was made up stuff. So it says every reseller spotlight says, I cringe every time I see someone show their designs on Merch University. If they do, it's because I let it through. There was a reason why I let it through. And sometimes that reason is, okay, I'm not worried about people taking this design, but sometimes people do need to learn. And so sometimes I do let their designs through just because. But other than that, I don't. I try not to let the designs through. This is the second shirt I had copied on merch, but Amazon did take them down when I turned them in. Yes, they will take them down. Yeah, I don't know why you would, go pixel for pixel. Actually, I think I did have a pixel for pixel merch one time, and it was not a merch by Amazon customer. It was an actual Amazon.com person, and I don't, what? I didn't even think I got it taken down because the shirt was really for a specific year. I think it was like 2017, and it was already like 2018. I'm like, well, they just put that up. That's not going to sell. And then I don't think it ever got to sell because I was kind of watching it and it never got to sell. So I was just like, oh, well, they're not going to get a sell. That's one of the things. But yeah, that's what's going on. Let's see here. Lord Ahab says, I like the artistic part. I don't really have the talent, but I like doing it. I got some drawing and sketching books for figure drawing and human drawing and comics. That's good. If you want to learn drawing and you have the time, do it. Because that way you'll never have to spend money on designs. You can design your own. Can you learn design? Yeah. Can you make up your own designs? Yeah. Pretty much every design that I have on merch is pretty much what I made. And I make a lot of mine on phone apps and stuff. A lot of text designs, but a lot of use a little, elements here and there. And it's just recently after that T-shirt Academy, I was like, hey, I really want to try like a real designer out just to see what happens. And I can see the appeal to it and why people like it. And actually a lot of successful people have this strategy. And so I can see why it's so, you don't have to design. You just only have to do research, It might take a day or two to get your designs back, but, you're not caught up designing whatever. I'll never stop designing. I'll just say that. I have 6,000 designs and now I have 500 uploads a day. I'm never going to hit that. I did mention on Merch University, how long would it really take me to put up 500 designs in one day? I probably wouldn't make it through the day because the next day would hit and I would get 500 more. So The most I've ever put up in one day is 160. And so I think when I hit the 1,000, I had like 200 designs. And so once you hit the 1,000 tier, you're never gonna, or the 1,000 or 2,000, you're never gonna hit the upload limit. It's just not gonna happen. I mean, so I wouldn't even worry about that. So let's see here. What else people were saying? What's up, reseller mom? Glad you can make it here. It does take a while to design your own, though, as far as coming up with good ideas. Like I said, yeah, if you watch that T-shirt Academy, Neil shows you how to take your own ideas and put them on Merch Informer, and you can even see how your own ideas, you know, how some people have already made shirts in that niche, that you can see how shirts are selling. You know, so you could, you know, take photography, like I mentioned always, and you know, our photography shirts even selling. You can go on there and you can go, oh yeah, they're not really selling, or they are selling. And you can even do that with merch research, merchresearch.com. That's actually Merch Inform, but it's a free tool for anybody to use. And today what I did, I took this idea that I had from my designer, all these shirts, and I was putting them on t-shirts, and they're selling great on t-shirts. But I looked up the niche on sweatshirts, and not like one of them was selling. One out of like 1,000. And I put them on sweatshirts and long sleeve shirts and hoodies, and none of these shirts were selling on there. So I was like, I'm not going to waste my time with this niche and put them on any of those platforms. I'm just going to keep them on t-shirts. And so for t-shirts, for example, for some of my niches, they were just like, the graphic was just white text. And so not only did I just put it on, you know, I always put it on like heather gray, like blue heather, black, navy blue, and royal blue. Those are like my top selling colors. But if it's just on plain white, I'll stick it on as many colors as I can. So I might upload that shirt like 3 times altogether, and I'll use 15 colors, or, you know, whatever, 12 colors or something, you know, something like that. And I will do that. So that's some other strategy that I'm trying out. Let's see here. Let's see here. Was a good comic book artist, I would draw the story on shirts. If I was a good comic book artist, I would draw the story on shirts, one picture at a time. Each fan will buy all of the shirts in the story. Yeah, that's a brilliant idea. You know, that is something, you know, that's like thinking outside of the box there, you know, so great. You know, hopefully, you know, that's something to think about, how you could relate it to all niches. You know, what else can we be doing besides just making a design and putting it on there? You know, how can we find like a customer, and how can we get them back? And through that method, they would definitely be coming back. You know, so, you know, so you're just gonna have to think outside of just the normal way of doing things, and that is a great idea. And I hope that one day you get to do that, and maybe you can find a designer to help you with that, to come across with that. So that would work. So, but guys, I'm gonna let you guys go. I know you guys got tons of stuff to do. No time just to sit around here and watch me, but I got to go do some stuff too. But I'll talk to you guys later, and y'all have a great day.